Okay, hello and welcome to Warhammer 2 Total War. It might be part 9 of the Halflings campaign. I didn't do any last night, so I'll do some tonight. Maybe an hour and a half, we'll see. So yes, what was happening last time? Last time, we were building up to defending Erengrad, because various enemies are up there, and I would like to keep it. It's a very valuable port. Yeah, that's right. The primary enemy up there who was going to be being a problem for us was the Clan Mulder, who I believe have 2 armies near us, but we have moved 2 of our armies, or possibly in the process of moving 3 armies up there to help defend. I'm also constantly worried about Wintertooth, which is up there as well, and they could bring an army or several armies against us, since Wintertooth have clambered to the top of the pile in Norska, confederating all the other Norscan factions into them. And so they're the dominant force up there. The Empire is being extremely expansive, and they're defending us pretty much everywhere else, because they have armies all over the place. The Empire is pretty much completely confederated together. I believe Hochland is the only it's the only province which hasn't confederated into the Empire. We have a hero looking down in the Southlands. I believe I was moving them across from going down the coast of Araby through the mountains where the dwarf faction is, and then along the bottom of Nehekara where Sudenburg is located, making my way over to where Karak Zorn is. From that, we were able to see the faction of Araby, which is added by the mod I am playing with, or one of the mods I'm playing with. We were also able to see Arkan the Black, who is still around there, though he hasn't expanded anywhere. Khemri, headed by Cetra the Imperishable. Long may he graciously rule us all. Is, I believe, expanding, but I think they lost Zandri, their port, to the Strigoi Empire, which is another faction which is expanded on by a mod I have. Satosa got taken out by Tylia, so now Tylia owns Satosa. Skaven Blight and Clan Scryer own what's it called? Estalia, though I believe Bretonia is moving into Estalia from Bilbali. Bretonia hasn't completely confederated together. I think Carcassonne is still separate. The Wood Elves also confederated together, which is a bit annoying, because we had good relations with Arguilan, the faction headed by Durthu. And now Durthu confederated with the Wood Elves, and so now we're at war with all the Wood Elves, because we were at war with the Wood Elves previous, headed by Orion. I think because they went to war against the Empire, and the Empire are our good buddies, so we went into war with them, along with them. The Greenskins are still hanging on. They've actually gotten a bunch of reinforcements, because there were Greenskin tribes which came over the mountains, and even though they were really tired, they managed to take a few provinces before some of them got defeated. And then I suppose in their weakened state they confederated into the Greenskins, so they have a bunch of armies from that. The Grudgebringers faction still holds Karak 8 Peaks. The Dwarves, headed by Thorgrim Grudgebearer, they're kind of expanding from what I remember. They confederated with Karak Kadrin. I don't know whether they confederated with Karak Hearn or Barak Var. I think Barak Var is actually held by us, and then Varenka Hills and the other two regions are, I think, held by dwarves now? Can't really remember. There's also the Golden Order, which confederated with the Empire as well, so their provinces were absorbed into the giant mass which is the Empire. Karak. Oh, what's it called? Azia? The, the southern dwarf kingdom, which is in, like, I can't say. It's to the east of Karak 8 Peaks. Is, I think, still on its own. They're fighting against the Greenskins down there, as well as the Silver Host, I think it is, the vampire counts based in Lamia. We don't know what's going on in Lustria or Nagarond, so apparently the Skaven over there are still existent. I don't know about Clan Pestilence, but the other one, headed by Tretch Craventail, I think his name is still around there. Yep. Okay, and we can see we're holding Erengrad. There's the two Clan Eshin armies up there. We have basic walls here, which is nice for a bit of extra garrison. A garrison is what it usually is, a massive militia and wardens. I had just sent Samwise out here to get one of these things from the ocean. This is just at the start of a new turn. But I don't think we got anything useful. I believe we just got an item or a follower. Yeah, we got a follower and the lost cargo. So we are getting more income and some more growth, but not a massive gold, which is what I was hoping for. We have Gustel Law here with these army of master cooks, ogres, militia, rangers, 2 hunting hounds, and a hotpot catapult, as well as an amethyst mage. We were able to get a bunch of mages. We have a amber wizard here as well, because I built some colleges or wizard towers. I forget what they are for us. So yes, I'm probably going to attack Zoishenk because they have no walls, which means they don't have warp bombs. And their armies, while they have a lot of troops and some more powerful units like Warp Fire Thrower, Warlock Giselles, and Death Runners, and some Storm Vermin as well. They actually only have 1 unit Storm Vermin there. They have 2. I thought there was an army which had more there. Anyway, there's not too much. They did use a pestilent scheme, so they have this priest coming down to lay a plague on someone. Hope not us. Theodoric Gulsa, part of the Empire now, rather than Nordland, is moving up to possibly help with the Skaven. They also have an army here, Boris Todbringer, Wolfric von Stroll, Ernst Kemp. We have another full stack army nearly all the way down here with Konz Haldenstrut. And we have Helmut, Preacher of Elevences, who I've managed to keep alive. Which I'm very thankful for, because it's the only warrior priest we have. Castle Drakenhof is doing pretty well. It's nearly level 5. Well, it's level 4. We need a few more points before we can get level 5. There's not really much else that I can build here which will be of use. I mean, I could build stables, then maybe the paved roads and toll gate. That would increase the income from all regions in this province, as well as movement speed for that region. Castle Tempelhof, I'm going to upgrade to Sacred Grove, just so that we get the extra 4 points of public order. which will help with the corruption issue. We're upgrading to the barracks here, so I can start recruiting captains again. Barrack Var is level 3, Ackendorf is level 4. We'll build a tobacco plot there. And we'll build the Overgrown Grove, because we've got Skaven corruption, which is an issue, which I think they're settled in Karak Dromar. Oakenhammer and Zufbar, perhaps. But I don't own those provinces, so I can't really see them. We are at war with Tylia, which is a shame. You can see they've taken Sartosa. They might lose it, because they've got public order issues there. Bilbali is held by... I think... Oh no! Carcassonne is confederated with Bretonnia. We're not allies with Bretonnia. I think we might just have a non-aggression pact. Araby is getting destroyed. Isle of Wights is the only province there held by the Truth-Sayers of Albion. I believe they're being attacked by the Cabal, headed by Egrimm van Horstmann. We'll move you along. You can see Jon Holtz of Sudenburg. So, yeah. There was trolls here, that's why those two provinces have been raised. We'll continue moving across the desert. The Empire controlled Dok Karaz, okay. So there's quite a few greenskins. Grimgor's up here. Is he suffering attrition? He's got low fightiness. So his army is... The fightiness is really kind of a problem for the AI. They lose a battle and then they get low fightiness and then their army just withers away. They don't really know how to deal with it. Because you have to fight to get fightiness back or raid, and I think the AI just sort of tries to heal its armies, which just makes fightiness worse. So the greenskins get strong, but then their armies get defeated, and then they sort of just wander around and do nothing. Here's the faction, what is it? Karak Azul, with Thoric Ironbrow. So yeah, I kind of hoped that they would expand upwards and deal with the dwarves, but they don't have the numbers. So they're probably the greenskins probably aren't long for this world, which is a bit of a pity. I will build what here? What income? Do I want walls? I don't know. I don't need any of that right now there. Actually, what's corruption? Oh, no, public order's fine. Corruption's going up, but we've got more than enough public order, including with our hero general there, so we can deal with that. Erengrad. I would like to upgrade that. The harbour. Let's get... How much will I get for that? 4,680. If I upgrade this, that's 789, so I'll have 400 left over. Okay, yeah, I'll have enough. Or, yeah, I'll have enough if I don't spend that last near 400. Barretts and Lords not moved. That'll be Cons Heldenstraat. Karakangor is held by the Empire. We are also at war with, what's his name? Karond Kar, who are over here, but we haven't even seen them, so... I don't know why. I think because we could see that we're bordering them. The Barrow Legion's still around. They're not really able to do anything. They're surrounded by the Empire and Bretonnia, who are both at war with them. There's also Blood Keep down here. Are they allied with... No, they're not, actually. I feel like that would benefit them to be allied. They're both Vampire Counts factions. The Barrow Legion, I have a mod which actually makes them a bit different from how they are in the base game. They still have Vampire Counts units, but they have a bunch of extra units to represent the fact that Heinrich Kemmler is a wanderer and he raids tombs and all that. So they have like Simulacrum and what else? Like units of ghosts and some unique undead units. As well as some unique heroes and lords. Though I believe they can only recruit those units if they raise or raid a ruins. I played with them briefly, not as much as I could. The last time I played them, they have a battle which starts the campaign off, and you have to fight that battle. And that kind of it makes it difficult to well, not difficult, but it makes it a bit more of a hassle to start campaigns with them because you have to play through the battle. They're an interestingly done faction though, with neat mechanics. I like the little mechanics that some of the modders add to factions to make them a bit different. I think there's a Skaven Lord added by Mixu's Legendary Lords, which has like a bones mechanic. Like after battles he collects some bones and he can use them for research purposes. I suppose it's just a reskinned warp fuel from Ikit Claw, but it's neat. I do like the what's it called? Canopic jars mechanic, which the Two Kings have. Pardon me. There was also Gromril, which was added by a mod for the dwarves for their forge, so that you could create items, but you had to collect Gromril bars, which you could generate from only a few provinces. Because there's only a few places where they can mine Gromril, and I think High Elves through another mod, through their own like item forge mod, which I have. I think it's called the Forge of Vol. I think that gives them another resource, Ithilmar. I haven't played the High Elves since I got the mod though, so I can't say off the top of my head. Nope. Karak Azul with the Puppets of Chaos. We are military allies with the Karak Azul, just so that I can expand my vision down there. Get the alert about Slavers of Zarnagrund again. Last time I did wonder whether I had the Chaos Dwarves mod activated, and perhaps I only had the event activated, but not the faction themselves. So the events were occurring, but they weren't spawning the armies. I do have the Chaos Dwarves faction activated. So they should be coming. It should be working for alright. I'm pretty sure there's no conflicts with the mods which I've got.
So. Don't cross wires.
Okay. You're there. You're generating that Halfling militia. Oh, we can get another level for our Amber Wizard. Get Flock of Doom level 2. Or be able to overcharge it. Ooh, who went up here? Conts. Get the Withering. I'm going to send my 3 armies up there against the Skaven. I want those gone. And to be able to control the entire province there. Ungrim Iron Fist apparently lost against whatever army he was fighting. Or maybe he joined his units together. Commander Bernhardt's not really doing much. Thoric Ironbrow. Ooh. Ijaridan. This is an Ancient Croxigore, added in the last mod. No, the last DLC. I haven't actually played with them yet. They're sort of a Lord version of Nakai the Wanderer. It's a little odd because I think Nakai is supposed to be the only Croxigor who's really smart enough to be able to lead. But you know, it's fine. I'm not that much of a stickler for. Well, I don't know. I am in some ways. I'll have to force march you up.
On the trail to the provinces.
Oh, can you actually reach them even? No, you can't. Okay. Move back.
Let us move. Fall in, men.
All move together. Now the Skaven can actually attack one of my armies and draw it into an ambush. But even if they do that, I'm pretty sure it'd only be a 1 versus 1. Maybe. Don't know actually. Oh, they used their plague on Kislev. This settlement has been infected with a plague. It may spread to neighboring settlements or local armies. You see, it's got turns remaining 6. It lasts in this region for 6 turns, but during that turn it has a chance to spread. It lowers growth and income from all buildings by 50%. That's quite a lot. I don't actually see the plagues being as devastating as you'd expect them to be. Because you'd sort of expect to set one off here and it would just spread through the empire, but I think they tend to only jump like maybe only a few settlements. I don't think they're really as effective as they should be. Hey, there's Egrimm van Horstmann. He's raised Gorsel. He also raised an owl up there. He's looking at Marienburg. He's still on the Barded Chaos Steed. Nearly a full stack. There's another one up here, which I believe is the cult of the Cabal army, which is headed by a Lord of Change. So that's fun. There was also 2 others, I think, which spawn, but I don't know where they've gone. They're smaller armies, so they might actually have been defeated. We'll go down here and move our hero. Okay, keep going along. Meet the dwarves over there in Karakzorn. King Ashamels. Skeleton warriors, spearmen, Ushabti. It's kind of funny that we're just going over here to see Karakzorn. In the lore, Karakzorn's sort of like a legendary lost Karak or dwarf hold, which no one's really sure exists, and the dwarves keep sending expeditions to try and discover it with maps which might or might not be true, and no one's ever come back from the search of looking for it. But in this, it's a lot easier to find. You just go down there and get contact with them, and they're like, oh hey, what's up? Karakzorn does have a unique building down there. I think it's got Halls of the Ancestors or something, which is apparently, it alludes to Karakzorn being the first city of the dwarves, which is quite something. I can't remember what the bonuses it gives are. Probably about the usual. Extra income, maybe extra research. Maybe public order. Sometimes the bonuses buildings could be a little bit more, I don't know, dramatic. It's kind of fun to have like large bonuses from buildings in, or something like large bonuses from things which are difficult or not common to get, because it could be like quite a game changer. Like Sword of Cain, that's stupidly powerful with large penalties, but if you get it, well, everything becomes a lot easier. We could try and get it as the Halflings. Halfling was the Sword of Cain. I feel like that would just be like a Halfling having, or the Hobbits having the One Ring. Everything likes wants gifts. Oh, you're bribing me. 2,000 gold for leave me alone. No. I'm sorry. You think know you better than me? We will see. Oh, they've run off. I don't think they're actually in Zoishenk anymore. Craven Skaven! You're not going to give me the satisfaction of crushing you? Ah. I'm saying crush, and I'm playing as the halflings. That's just... But we could crush them under our bulk.
Time is short.
Come on, Yumi. We don't want to fight you for once. Are you really an orc? And the vampire influence is getting to his head. This is Mash One Finger of the Top Knots tribe. They're down here now? Nah. This offer was a once-off. Now you're gonna get it. If I get a non-aggression agreement with you, I'll probably just have to break it, because the Empire will go to war with you, so... Not really worth my time. All my diplomatic, My diplomatic, what's it called? I can't think of the word. Respect. We'll see who the fool is.
It is time.
Okay. Now, yeah, I don't think they're in Zoishenk anymore. Well, attack Zoishenk.
War calls.
Can defeat that with our one army. Sure, just auto-resolve it. Loot and occupy.
What you want?
I want to take it regardless.
It all.
Sure, loot and occupy. Retain control, thanks. Oh, it's actually unpleasant here. So, we have not as much income. Council of Burgermeisters. Repair that. Do I want to repair the overgrown grove? Or replace it with something else? Conquest minus 30. Okay, well that's fine. Public order's no problem. We're also suffering no Skaven corruption here. Because they didn't have an Undercity, so that's nice. Let's get tall walls there, and I will repair that. Or should I? No, actually, change my mind. We'll raise it. You do get money for demolishing buildings. I might be about half of what you paid to build it, which means you can get money from raising buildings which you didn't build. How much does that reduce it by? Oh, it doesn't actually reduce the cost, it just allows us to overcast it. Increased armor piercing. Get the penumbral pendulum. There we go. Now you can get blade shields level 2.
Who calls?
You go over there.
Huntsman General.
You get within range as well.
We're there.
Also you, Ralph Essing, I want you to have a look at Fort Ostrosk. Search the ruins, please.
This action.
Skaven are there and how and what numbers? They're apparently there, but they have no walls again. They really don't have a strong hold over this region as I thought they did. Get assassinate. I can send you down to search Fort Ostrosk next turn. Maybe we can take all of northern Kislev. That'll be fun. The Kislev campaign is just transplanted into the Halfling campaign. Oh look, Laurelon Forest is taking Ricker Point. Hang on. Or did they always control it? I can't remember. Whatever. Where are you going? You might be going to Karaberg and then Altdorf. Or Eilhart. Eilhart's actually been taken... Wait, what? Oh! I didn't see that. Foolish Vainglory, no. War declared, Broken Nose and Trolls. Okay. I believe... When did that happen? Actually. Well, it's not here, but the Empire confederated with Marienburg. Must have seen that. That would have been the same last turn. Okay. Marienburg's gone. I think that actually happened a while ago. Yeah, they have ogres in their armies. Well, they have the Emperor's Wrath steam tank. Just like the Emperor's boundless anger at those who would threaten his lands, this lurching mechanical beast steamrollers the opposition. It's got kaboom! Steam tank technology remains an inexact science, meaning they explode on occasion and among the enemy's ranks if good fortune prevails. And emergency vent. Steam must be let off from time to time, which leads to screaming, scalding death for any foe too close to the Emperor's Wrath during battle. It just periodically explodes. Yeah. I believe steam tanks on the tabletop, they had a lot of hit points, or wounds, but the more wounds they took, or the more damage they took, the weaker they got, because they had like more holes in them, which meant the steam levels were going down. So they weren't able to as effectively move, use their steam cannon, and so on. No, I didn't move you. I've actually had pretty good frames during this one. I don't know why some of them in the past were such a problem. Not like I've been changing anything. Population surplus in eastern Sylvania and the Blood River Valley. Blood River Valley is, I believe, Barrack Far. Empire, what are you going to do? Are you going to declare war on everyone else in the world? Bretonia? A large battle between the Empire and Bretonia? Nothing? You're just moving your mass amounts of armies? Nope. Okay. Are you going to attack me, Wintertooth? I always worry about Throg coming down with an army, but I haven't seen him. I don't know what he's up to. Twiddling his thumbs. I think the Cabal raised Marienburg. The Marienburg province looks like it's empty now. But you know how sometimes you could win a battle but lose the war? I would have to assume that the Cabal's army is rather badly injured after that. And they're right next to Bretonia's capital.
Welcome, ancient allies. In these troubled times, dwarves are a fine sight to behold.
Oh, hello. Hegenborg Dragonslayer. Do not sully your ancestors with cowardice. The time for war is now. You want me to go to war against Court of Labaris? Why would you be at war with the Court of Labaris? They're pretty much good guys. Apparently they only control Lamia. They don't control their capital anymore. You know what? Nah. Careful now, that was an honorable offer. You do not want to offend the Dawi. Well, I don't really see why. Why would they be at war with you? The Court of Labaris faction for the Tomb Kings, while they also... You know, Tomb Kings are pretty much neutral. But Court of Labaris are pretty single-mindedly about attacking vampire counts factions. Everyone else they're kind of alright with. So it's odd that they're at war with the dwarves. I suppose they just got at each other's nerves because they're right next to each other, and Labaris was, I don't know, attacking their provinces or something. Well, you know, trespassing through their provinces or something. Okay, come on. We see Antok, King Itobum, and we see Orion's camp. Another Wood Elf faction, headed by, I think, Vindol. It's Rostot. Oh. Egrimm Iron Fist has retreated from over there in Ekrund. Iron Rock's been lost. I can't remember who held that. I think the dwarves did. Black Crag's still a pretty secure settlement, but the Greenskins don't have an army around it. I don't know where the Greenskin armies are. There was Wurzag, but I think they got... I suppose they all got destroyed. Yeah, whatever. Oh, here comes the Skaven. Oh, great. You moved your armies into the province with a plague. That might actually weaken the Empire, because they're going to lose armies from the attrition. Plague can jump 2 armies. Theoderic Galsa does not have plague at the moment. Boris Todbringer does, however. You can see the little icon up there. All units suffer attrition from the plague. Leadership -9. It's also rather heavy attrition. The Skaven plague brings suffering and death to this army. Only time may rid them of this malady. So they might actually win that battle against Boris. Though his army is still pretty powerful. All these handgunners. These knights. War wagon and water. As well as himself. Is he on Demigriff? No, he's actually on foot. He's on a horse. So is Vorn Thugenheim. Okay. Well. Ah, my Bright Wizard went up a level. Get Flaming Sword of Ruin.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, and my Witch Hunter did as well. Get magic resistance. Oh, yeah, get magic resistance. Okay, go down to Fort Ostrosk. Because I want you to see whether there's an army in there. No, there is not. Oh, and you got a student. Well done. Get Cleanse Corruption. They don't have walls there, so they've actually got basically no garrisons anywhere. Move there. Move there. Can you raid Skaven provinces? You can. Sure. Raid them for some money. Zoishank, I want you to get walls. Build that, upgrade that to a town. You go attack Fort Stragov. It'll be an easy battle. Let's also resolve it again. Loot and occupy. Get that for the Empire. Retain control. Good, good. Let me just do that again, just in case. Now, I'll get... The enfeebling foe doesn't become rain, area of effect, so... I don't know whether these affect my units. Pistol course, I assume they do. But they're not unique to me, they're just Empire ones, so I don't know whether my units would count as Empire units. The Halflings, because they use dwarf models? If they were changed, I'd feel more confident about this, but as it is... At least I would like to get all of his magic first. get a point in Pit of Shades. Be able to overcast it. Okay. Krugenheim is ready for something. Oh, wolves. Okay. Nagenhof. We can upgrade the tobacco plantation. You being sieged there? Carrick Ziflin's on fire. Oh, it's being sieged by a rebel army. Okay. Ooh, right. Yeah, no wonder Marienburg fell. Egrimm van Horstmann's there. And Malefex the Stormchaser, the Lord of Change, is there as well. Well, they didn't have much of a chance, did they? Hooray! Some, challenge for the Empire.
I will marshal the men.
Okay, what do I want for you? Can I get... No, not that. Can I get a treeman? Where would I need to go for a treeman? I need to go to, Oh, I can recruit them here. I don't have enough money for one, do I? No, I don't. They got an upkeep of 400 though. Blah. Haven't got any cavalry really, so that's useless. Reload time and ordnance canisters. Hot pot catapults can fire faster and we'll have more ammunition. Okay. Ugh. We're making nearly 6,000 gold per turn. Lovely. What's the Empire up to? Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, they're moving their armies around. Now, are the Wood Elves going to be more aggressive because they're at war with the Empire? No, apparently not. The Wood Elves used to be really, really aggressive, and they'd take over large swaths of Bretonnia and the Empire. However, a patch made it so that they're not as aggressive. They sort of go through periods of passiveness, and then every now and then they'll get really aggressive and start expanding, but then they'll go back to being passive. Well, that's the idea. Though I think I tend to see them more take over ruins if Bretonnia gets taken over by clan Scryer. Maghol, Hmong, Chaos Warp Defilers. Get death from afar. Great. And peace, Bretonnia and Tylia. What are the relations with each other? Oh, neutral improving. Okay. Okay, Malefactor's Dawn Chaser is attacking Isleheart. Egrimm van Horstmann's taking attrition in Grungzint. The Empire doesn't really have any armies anywhere. It looks like they actually fled with the 2 armies they were going to defend Marienburg with. I'm just like, nah, I don't want to deal with that.
By the comet. What does the Emperor
Okay.
do? By Sigmar's
Move to there.
Sigmar compels us.
We will.
You move to there. Do you have a hot pot catapult? You do.
Unachievable. Scout leader.
If it's unachievable, you're just not trying hard enough.
Step to it.
Get there. Okay.
Empire.
Go and attack Fort Ostrosk. We'll claim another region of what's it called? Kislev for us. What's this one like? It'll be underneath it because, well, will it? Because it's a Skaven settlement. Yeah. Sure. Just auto resolve it.
We will not be
They're just small armies, so I've done small battles sometimes, but retain control. We get Toll Keeper, Brass Cleaver. That's pretty nice.
accomplished.
Terrifying Mask of E.
I will marshal the men.
Will make you. What will I get? Get an extended thing of Flaming Sword of Ruin. Oh. And on Helmet von Wolfen, we'll get Blade Shield Part 3. On you, we'll get last level of Pit of Shades. We'll build the walls here. We'll get rid of that garrison and we'll upgrade that. You, I will get... Doom and Darkness level 2.
The nation calls.
Sir.
Okay. We could also set a, what's it called? Commandment there. We'll put Council of Burgomeisters. Skaven corruption is only 2. Or Osmosis. 29 untainted for characters. Oh, we've got our
Show me the accused.
character here. Rolf. Oh, the Empire took Prague. Okay, they beat the Skaven army.
The Empire.
Damn it, I wanted Prague. You're gonna take Volksgrad as well. There is Hell Pit over here. They have Depths of the Pit. Down deep in Hell Pit are where Clan Mulder keep their most promising and foul specimens. 3 Hell Pit Abominations, 3 Rat Ogres. And a bunch of Plague Censer Bearers. Though, it looks like their armies have been destroyed, so they don't actually have the capability to fight back. They're probably going to take Volksgrad. Oh, I would have liked Prague. Oh, and they're going to spread Plague to Prague and then spread it to me.
Raise Sigmar.
Blah. How many turns does a Plague last for? I can't see. Plague in Kislev's lasting for 3 more turns. It hasn't spread, you can see, so... It only lasts for 6 turns, and in half of that time it hasn't moved anywhere. As I said, I wish it was a little bit more virulent. Though I have spawned a Plague and have it attached to my armies and weakened me, which was very appropriately Skaven-y. Planning went fine until we executed it, then everything went wrong! Curse my underlings. Traitors!
Seek out the heretics.
Okay.
The Empire
Move you into that army.
glass is of use.
There you go.
Raise
Now, how's Zoishank going? Area of Troll Country. -8. What's it from? Oh, provincial instability. Okay, so it'll be completely fine after 8 turns. Oh, Waterfall Palace is now claimed by Bretonnia again. They raised that, claimed it, then the Wood Elves claimed it back, and now Bretonnia owned it again. Is Sarek still the only region owned by Broken Nose?
By the comet. The nation call.
Okay. I move you again. Yep. Go up through there. Oh, we can see Kasabar over here. Sekhetka of the Tomb King's Rebels. They have a completely ruined city.
I forbid this.
Yeah. And this is apparently a rebel army spawned by a uprising, so they have quite a good army. Tomb King's halberds, Tomb Guards with halberds, Necropolis Knights with halberds, Ushabti sepulchral stalkers, Ushabti with great bows. These are like mobile ballistas. And Tomb Guard are also very nasty. They've got good armor, good staying power. So as I might have mentioned before, I believe on the tabletop they had Killing Blow. Was that Graveguard? Don't know if Tomb Guard had that. I know Graveguard had Killing Blow. It meant if a unit was low enough on hit points, if they attacked it, it would just outright kill it. Or something like that. If they rolled high enough, they would just outright kill the unit they're attacking. Anyway. Oh, also, because we've been taking provinces and claiming them for our own, we do get a little bonus for when we claim them. I believe we get a public order bonus of maybe 4, because we're liberators, kind of. Ugh. Ugh. Just a moment. Okay. What are you doing, Empire? Yep, you took Volksgrad. Oh, and you took Marienburg back as well. Did you destroy the Cabal army down there? Probably not, you just took it because... Well, you took Gorsel back, actually, not Marienburg. So, I think you're just avoiding their armies. Ooh, the Barrow Legion. Military alliance negotiated with the Cabal. This may seem a little odd because the Barrow Legion is a Vampire Counts faction. However, the character who heads the Barrow Legion, Heinrich Kemmler, has got dealings with the Chaos Gods. So, he is on friendlier terms than most with Chaos factions. This is a bit of an oddity for a necromancer, but he made pacts with them for power. So. It actually seems like... Wait. I can't tell whether... Oh no. No. I was looking at Hell Pit and it looked like it wasn't claimed anymore, but it is just a very faint yellow color. But the provinces above it, where the Kraken are ruins, so they're probably owned by Skaven. Defeat the following lord's army in battle. Malefics. He just raised Isleheart. I'm kind of happy to just have him wandering around destroying things. Yeah, it was just a random Empire army which captured Gorsel. The AI is pretty on point for recapturing settlements. Kind of annoyingly so. If you're playing as Chaos, it does sort of descend into a game of whack-a-mole, where you're destroying regions and they just colonize them again. They have to destroy them again. So, you can't leave really a wake of destruction in your path, because they just colonize them behind you. Or recolonize the ruins behind you. They're very dedicated at it. It used to be that they wouldn't reclaim the provinces enough. So, obviously there's a bit of a fine balance there. I don't know. I prefer them claiming the settlements rather than not claiming them. Hey, Crackertrack's still around. They still own their capital. That's good for them. Has the plague spread anywhere? No. You see, Boris had the plague, but he didn't spread it to Prague, even though he was inside the city. I remember plagues in, was it Rome Total War? I think it was, were really nasty. Especially because the way the mechanics in that game worked. There was a point where your regions would become so unsanitary just because the populations would get bigger than you could actually like build enough sanitation buildings to control. So plague would just end up occurring because your cities would get too big. And it would just be like later in the campaign, plague would spread everywhere. I haven't played Rome Total War in ages. Krugenheim, Nagenhof is fine. Eschen. Oh yeah, I wanted to get a Freeman in your army. There you go. We need a big stompy unit. I will build. Get the roads. Eschen can have walls, I suppose, in case an army spawns here. And get the vintner. We can get more wine.
The Empire.
Oh, what's that? Grudgebringer inventory. I think we've seen those. Yep. Ooh, look. Chaos Warp Defiler's own Serpent's Fang. Oh, we can see Lamia. Any unique buildings? No. The main building is unique, though. Which I think is what the game's referencing when it says strategic location or unique building. King Balfra, King Sektasfi. Move up there. Hey, Karak Zorn, how's it going? Yep, there we go. Halls of the Ancestors, or Hall of the Ancestors. Karak Zorn is the dwarfs' ancestral birthplace, their first city. Long-lost monuments of their ancient ancestors line this hall. They get Lord Recruit rank +1 faction-wide. Upkeep minus 10% for Longbeard units. Recruitment cost minus 33% for Longbeard units. Recruit rank +2 for Longbeards. And local recruitment capacity +2. Also 2 Longbeard great weapons. So, you know, a bit of a buff, especially if you're playing as the dwarves and you get all the way down there. But not really as much as you'd think. Because it's kind of a big deal if the dwarves take that. Oh, did the rest of Albion? No, Albion's actually fine. Thorhal's still wandering around. Ice Drake Fjord is... They got trolls. Oh, they got bile trolls and snow trolls. What are bile trolls? I don't think I've seen those yet. Feral Mammoth, Marauders, Norscan Ice Trolls, Ice Trolls. I can't see the one underneath the icon. Fine. Oh, it doesn't provide them as a garrison, so... Bile trolls sound vile. As if they weren't pukey enough. Do I want to attack Hill Pit? If I attack it, I'll just raise it, because I don't really want to own it. I mean, it's minus 50 income. Even though I did own it as... Kislev. As the Halflings, we have many less ways to deal with their corruption. Though it does only have one local populace corruption. What's causing the 30 events corruption? That's a lot of corruption to be caused. Is that a building? Gaming corruption plus 2. Gaming corruption plus 1. And adjacent provinces plus 2, plus 4. So let's see. 2, 1, 4, 1, 4, 5, 9, 10. That minuses it by 3, so, or counters it. 10, 11, 12, plus 15. Okay. So, yeah, that's like 27. Plus maybe an extra 3 from research? Sure, it's a bit odd that it would count that as events rather than buildings and commandments. Okay. I didn't realize the base Skaven Stronghold Help It thing gave so much Skaven corruption. But yeah, whatever. Move up. Okay, go there. You're gonna go up there too. And we're going to go splat some rats. Actually, do we have the units to deal with this? Plague Monks, Saints Bearers, times 4. Clarets of Spears, maybe times 4 or 5. Death Runners, Poison Wing Globadiers, 3 Hellpit Abominations, and 3 Rat Ogres. The Rat Ogres, we do have a lot of Spear units, and the Hellpit Abominations. We have Ogres for everything else. The Rangers also. Your army's actually kind of badly injured. Go into Fort Ostrosk. And get some more replenishment.
The Empire, the men are keen.
Okay. They've only got the one army there, so I'm not worried about them attacking me. Anything else? Who can we see diplomatically? Can we trade with anyone? Which we're not already trading with. Well, let's have a look. Trade. Nope. I can only trade with the Empire, because they're the only faction which is attached to my capital. We're at war with Caron Carr. Why?
Cruel dread, you are a tiresome thing. Should I kill you?
I don't know. Wait, you come and try. Hey, Caliphate of Araby.
You have a proposal? We are willing to hear it.
You're not really willing to anything. Oh, we can't see Khemri? Okay. Are you at war with Khemri? No. 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 You are, but we haven't discovered Khemri, so... And I think Arkan Black starts at war with Khemri, because Arkan and Cetra the Imperishable do rather hate each other. Oh, Empire, what are you going to do? Oh, they took what's it called? The southern province of Tylia. I also noticed that the Greenskins, I think, have been defeated in Zavora. No, what's it called? Zavastra? Zaraxil. Oh no, it's still controlled by Broken Nose. It just looks like it's... the color is just like it's been ruined. Isleheart's still ruined. Yeah, they took, what's it called? Lucchini. What are they doing? They're going up to shore trucking? I wonder whether the dwarves and the Empire are going to go at war with each other because the Empire controls parts of the mountains. Okay, the Skaven jumped from Hell Pit to Kraka Ravensvek, so we don't have to worry about them in our siege of Hell Pit. I might spend another turn getting my armies up here and then attack so they can all get within range. I think this province is rather difficult to move through. We'll see. Oh, Broken Nose has got a War. Okay.
By Sigma's will, come in peace.
Hello, what do you want? Military alliance, and you're willing to pay 1,000 for it. Sure, why not? Athelloren and the Empire shall stand together against the darkness. Well, Athelloren itself is actually at war with the Empire, but, you know, apparently you Wood Elves are, more level-headed. I suppose you're not being headed by Orion. Broken Nose have a War. You get a builder? Good. Okay. Egrimm van Horstmann's wandering around. And I don't know where that big bird has gone. It's probably over here somewhere.
Huntsman General.
Amber Wizard, I want you to have... Wissen's Wild Form or Pan's Impenetrable Pelt? Pan's Impenetrable Pelt, because I can already cast Wissen's Wild Form in Area of Effect. Yeah, because you start off being able to cast it, and then you put a point into it that allows you to overcast it. Because you always... Wizards, for the most part, always start with the base spell. You don't have to put a point in to get the spell.
Yes, my lord.
Unlike our guys, where I actually had to put a point in to get the spell. Which makes sense, because they're not, like, natural spellcasters. Well, they sort of are, but they have to go off to get training. Whereas the wizards are sort of... They get their training, and then they go out to...
Strengthen the Empire.
Then they would become available for train for leading armies or
Advance.
whatever.
Tanks up.
Yep, that's still going down for Ostrosk or Erengrad, Troll Country. Ostrosk is... it's fine. Oh, they did get... oh no, that's Boris Todbringer. It's gone back to Prague. Got another army up here. Theodoric Gausa, Helmut Holdenstadt. Kislev still has the plague, but it has not spread anywhere.
The Empire.
Okay, well, they took back the Pillars of Grungni. Grimgor Ironhide was not able to defeat the Greenskin, the dwarves up there. What are you doing?
Outdoors, man.
Does your, garrison actually look different? Perhaps. It looks like you've got a bit more grass around your, encampment, as well as the, like, palisades. Is that common for Empire armies? I don't think there's another one which is garrisoned anywhere for me to really have a look. I don't know whether the grass is. There's one. Oh no, okay. It's normal. I never noticed the grass there before. I thought maybe because he was a huntsman general, it looked a bit more foresty. You actually only control Lamia? Yeah, you do. Marak and Libaris are held by the last defenders.
For the wisdom of Valea.
Okay, move up north. Is there greenskins here? Oh no. Actually, the Karak Zorn control the entirety of the Southland's World's Edge Mountains.
My axe thirsts for war, for the wisdom of Valea. My axe thirsts for war.
Okay. Karak Zorn's still not level 5. It's only level 4. You haven't got any growth buildings there. No, you haven't built any growth buildings. You're only getting like 13 growth, so no wonder it still is at level 5. Get landed estate. Oh, we got the lovely level 2 for the port. Fort Ostrosk's walls are still damaged from our siege. Okay. Pack Ice Bay is in ruins. Who raised that? I don't know. Possibly this faction. Anything else going on? Nope. Okay. Well, end turn. Ugh. Well, we took over at least half of northern Kislev. Who knows, when the armies of chaos invade, perhaps the Empire will lose Prague and we'll be able to move in if we survive. Oh, we discovered an undercity in Schwarzhofen. Okay. Well, we'll remove that. Is an undercity in Schwarzhofen? Suppose so. Must have moved from Castle Drakenhof over to there. It'd be funny if that's the only Skaven undercity there still. And we get rid of it and all the Skaven corruption goes away. Is the Empire raiding its own province there?
Welcome, ancient.
No, I don't think so. I think it's raiding, the mountains there are a little weird in their layout. Will the Empire sign a treaty and bring about an age-long thought past? You want military access for 500. Yeah, sure, whatever. Very well, there may be hope for you yet. Oh, hello. It's Wulfric the Wanderer. He's wandered out of the mountains and he's attacking Fort Stragov. Yeah, right. Well, we can't actually defeat that with our garrison. Wulfric, what do you got? Wulfric the Wanderer, he's on a chariot. He has Seafang and his Sword of Torgald. So it's got the Pigeon Plucker Pendant, which is completely useless against us. It's got the Glittering Scales, which is useful against us. Minus 5 melee attack around him. Rage, of course. Courage. Yeah. Halfdir, Einarsson, Werekin. 3 units of Marauder Champions, Marauder Hunters with Javelins, 2 of them. 2 Feral Mammoths, Norscan Ice Wolves, some Snow Trolls. Which is kind of nasty. Reckless Rampage. Oh, jeez. What? Oh, that's an ability. It lasts for 40 seconds. Plus 15 melee attack. 100% armor piercing damage. Plus 15% physical resistance. Plus 30% vigor. Unbreakable, but rampage. That affects self, affects allies in range, and affects enemies in range. Oh, they can target a unit with that, I think. Okay. Interesting ability. And Bile Trolls. Bile Trolls are descendants of a troll horde that once defeated and devoured a Nurgle army. Infected by the Plague Father's many gifts, they suffer horribly for it. I think we've seen that. Host terrifying afflictions. X. 15 seconds around self, affects allies and enemies in range. Ugh. Minus 10%, minus 10 leadership, minus 30% speed, physical resistance, magic resistance minus 15, and minus 20% vigor. Weakened regeneration. Constant self plus 25% weakness to fire. Oh, okay, interesting. So because they've been infected by a Nurgle, they actually don't have regeneration. I don't think. But they've got the weakness to fire. Yeah, it doesn't say replenishes hit points of combatants. So they actually just have the weakness to fire. They don't actually regenerate health. Interesting. Well, we can't win that, so. You took down 30, 17, 24. They fought valiantly. They didn't kill any of the trolls, though. 120 kills to the snow trolls. Nearly as many as the mammoths. Oh, and they didn't even raise the settlement. Probably because my armies are nearby. Oh, I didn't expect that. Well, that's what happened. That's the Wintertooth. They are up there. Perhaps they're waiting for someone to come to them. You need to be more proactive. Raid the Empire. There's a lot of weak settlements which you could raise and gain money from. I think the AI has to be made a bit more reckless for some of the destruction factions. We seek a more challenging foe. Put up your swords. Nah. Your death will be slow and painful. If I get peace with you, I'll probably just get dragged into war again with you by the Empire. Hinder replenishment failure. Elpit tried to use a hero on me. It didn't work. So that means Wintertooth came down this way. Maybe they're up there now. I think they retreated that way. Fine, whatever. It wouldn't have been much of a blow if we'd lost Fort Ostrosk. We just colonized it, so... Oh dear. Ugh. Now, we discovered the Undercity under Schwarzhofen. Let's have a look at that. And Fort Ostrosk was sacked. Failed hostile hero action. We get firing drills. Our hotpot catapults fire faster. Oh, capture and occupy the following settlement. Help it. Well, since you're telling me to occupy it, I kind of feel obliged to do so. Even though it's a horrible settlement. What do you got? Deeper tunnels. Okay. Raiding camp. Right, that's why we gained sight. Warp token mint. And Skaven scavengers. Sure. We'll just get rid of that. Sure. There's still Skaven corruption around here. 3. As I said, I think it's over here. Castle Tempelhof. It still has 3 there. There's some underneath Eicherschatten. Oh, our Celestial Wizard went up a level. Get Windblast. Fort Ostrosk. Yeah, sure. Build it up again. Not you. Up. Level you up. Get elusive. And I suppose we'll go and siege Pulpit. There we go. Continue siege. Gustav. You move up. And Aldebra. Come on. Get. Get there. There we go. Now, what's it say about our chances? Pretty good. We have 2 help. We have 2 hotpot catapults. We have a bunch of archers. We also have ogres, which is nice. 4 ogre units. Some dryads. Lots of militia. Lots of heroes and mages. Do I want to build some siege towers before we attack? It'll take 3 turns to get at least 4. I don't know how this works. The labor force. The labor force is used to construct siege engines for use in the upcoming assault. The size of your army determines the amount of labor available during a siege. The larger the army, the more labor is available. Well, sure, that makes sense. I think it only counts your first army, though. Though it means that if you have, like, only a few infantry units, you don't have as much labor. But I don't know how much labor each unit conveys. Labor force available per turn. This is the amount of labor you can use per turn to construct siege engines. The amount you use will be subtracted from the total labor force. So, sure, but that's subtracting 10. That's because that costs 10 labor force. Okay, and this costs 6. So, we can build that in 1 turn. And then we can build this, and that will subtract 8 from this. But next turn, we'll have to spend another 8 to finish it. Because that will be on 8 after the 2 subtracted. So it's building them at the same time. But this has still got 8 left to go because it's 10. And then we'll spend the next 8 on top of that. And then this will take 2 turns because we won't have any after we won't have any labor after we're finished building this. So we'll build this, which will be from 10 minus 8. We'll go down to 2, and then it will take another turn to get that last 2. But if we build another one, then that would remove the 6 from our 8 and apply it to this one, which is why this would then only take 1 turn. So, but I don't know how many. I don't know how the labor force is calculated. Like, I suppose it's per unit, but I don't know like how it determines that. And it would be neat to know if how you could increase the labor force available per turn. Does it have anything in the help page? Siege panel. Small settlements without fortifications, larger settlements with fortifications. I can't believe I'm reading this. Never read this before. Take some time to build. Yeah. The attack will become... Yeah, that's all just... That doesn't really help me, though. I mean, this all makes sense. But I don't know how it arrives at 119 for this army. Is it the... How much units are in the army? Let's see. 119. What's the maximum number of units?
Attack!
Can I get a number of how many units are in this army? Army upkeep is that much. Don't think I can get a population number for the army unless I go into a battle. Actually, can I see it under armies? Sort by size. So his army is 919. And what's the thing? 119.
To arms!
So each 100 is 10? But then it adds the 19.
Sir?
Yes, my lord.
I'm always tempted to raise the siege and start it with this one to see what the difference is.
For Heldenhammer!
I'm interested to try to figure this out because I don't think anyone really has an idea of how it works. The game doesn't really tell you. I mean, okay, so if it's got 900 and then it arrives at 100 for that, sure. Then I don't know how that 19 is around. Does it count some units as more? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19? Is that how it's arriving at that? With the Treekin, the Grand Cauldron, Hot Pot Catapult, and then my 4 heroes? That adds up to 19. And it's counting like these units up as the 900. I'm not gonna add all those together. It'd be interesting if it actually counted. You see, because it's like if it counts all these together as 100 or 900. Actually, hold on a moment. I'm possibly going into this a bit too much. But okay, let's see. We've got 75. $60 plus 45, 870. So all of these together are as 870 from what I'm getting. 70, 30, 30, 25, 75, 75, 5, 5. 5, 60, 60, 60, 60, and 45. Yeah. So that's 870 all up. But then, okay, let's see. Then we add plus 12 equals 882 for the Treekin. The Grand Cauldron Hot Pot has a population of 3. Though it does have a crew. But I don't think it counts the crew in that number. So we'll plus 3 for that. 885. And then we've got the 4 heroes. Plus 4. That's 889. I have to assume that it's adding the heroes as being more than just a single unit. Like, it counts heroes as
Into battle!
being more than, you know, counting more as more individual troops than they actually are. Unless it's counting the Treekin as more per. Because they're large and, you know, it would make more sense if they counted as more because they can move more. Anyway, I've gone on about that for too long, but I'm trying to figure it out. I'm pretty sure it's not counting my other armies. I don't think these... Because these are reinforcements, they're not actually present in building the siege equipment. So... yeah, okay. Well, I've sorted it out for myself a little bit there, at least anyway. I mean, it makes sense that if you have larger units available, you know, larger units of infantry, you would have more labor available to construct units, siege equipment. Which would mean that it would be more beneficial for, like, vampire counts to siege a settlement with an army made up of zombies or skeletons. Because those are their largest units. Rather than attacking with your strongest army, which probably has the smaller units of more elite units in it. Because if you had a mass of zombies, which come in squads of 120, I believe, you'd be able to build more siege equipment. Would that mean that if you played on larger unit sizes, I'm playing on large, if you played on huge, would you be able to build more siege equipment? Because you would have more units in your squads? There is some scaling issues with the game when it comes to larger units. I remember spells early on would have problems if you played on larger unit sizes or on smaller unit sizes because the amount of damage the spells didn't change depending on the size of the units. So if you cast, say, what's it called? Like a spell which damaged a unit over time, like Melkos Mystifying Miasma. If you cast it on a unit on huge size, it would do less damage because huge size units have more health. And if you cast it on a unit with small unit sizes, it would do a lot more, because it would be dealing the same amount of damage regardless of the size of the units you'd set. I think that's fixed. I don't know whether the sieges change like that based on unit sizes. Okay. Well, we've got a siege here. We're fighting against a Skaven Undercity. Or the Hell Pit. Though this isn't actually the Hell Pit map, I don't think. I think there's a unique Hell Pit map. You can see the Skaven city, such as it is. Skaven live in tunnels underground, so all this is just sort of random construction they've set up. I do like how chaotic Skaven cities like this are. It's just all this stuff. What even is it all? It's just rickety walkways and large, like, cranes and warp stone bits all over the place. And just arcs of lightning everywhere, because why not? Oh, and massive amounts of warp stone in the background. I mean, they'd be mining that, but... it does look neat. I like how it's, like, bridging across like that. It's like it's grown. Oh, and there's giant mushrooms, because of course. We can see holes in the surface. I think there is actually a map specifically for Hell Pit. Anyway. Right. I will want to attack. Doesn't really matter. One of my armies is coming in here. Mootland. I can't see which one's which. So I'll just attack here. Now, garrison can go... not a garrison. Our rangers can go there. You can go there. You can go there, because you're going to break down the gate. Help catapult. You can go up a bit further so that you can attack the walls. Right wizard, you go there. Samwise, you go there. Captain, go there. Witch hunter, they go there. Wardens, you can go behind. Chefs, you can go behind as well. Cooks. Warfoot's band, you can go there. Okay. Join together, turn off ranged fire. Because I don't want you shooting at the walls and wasting all of your ammunition. Because we're going to need it, because there's Hellpit abominations. Run up. Attack that wall. Oh. Yeah, they've got warp rockets on their walls. That's nasty. Charge up. Cooks, run. Dryads. Where'd the other Dryads unit go? There. Weird things happen when units are moving in and you're changing their order on the unit list. Ogres, come in. Oh, those warp rockets are nasty. Wow, that's dealing a lot of damage to my captain. And my witch hunter. Bam! Okay, but once we get up here, we'll be able to prevent being attacked by them. I could attack their towers. Yeah, attack the towers. Oh. Wow. Holy. What happened to you? I suppose you got hit by some of the Okay, charge up. I didn't move you. Oh, did you get attacked by do they have warp bombs? Warp lightning! Zap! Okay, cooks, move up there. Did they break already? They did. Just chase them. They might have been attacked by Skaven. Let me have a look. You have one kill. Did you get attacked by Skaven and then did it get like warp bombed? Kind of looks like you did get warp bombed with how many are dead just in the spot, so. Come on, ogres. Get up there. No, my cooks! Hey, you broke down the gates. Well done. Now we've just got Hellpit abominations to worry about. Ooh. Amethyst Wizard. Those warp rockets deal so much friggin' damage. Ah. Okay, we'll see about the warp rocket, warp bombs if they blow them up because they're lower than half health. Doesn't seem so. That makes me feel a bit better. Okay. Move up. Stop firing. Okay. You lot. Charge in. I also want you and you to charge in. Hey, you destroyed that tower. Well done. Destroy this one. Oh, it's actually... Oh, it is occupied. But it's not firing. How much ammunition do you have left? I keep attacking that fort wall. Good. Let's have a look at our armies as they get charged by Hell Pit Abomination. Great. We said some brave halflings going up against this junk. There we go. Oh yes, those are Plague Monk Sensor Bearers. Let's try and deal with them. Do I have? Yes, I do. Flock of Doom! Rangers! Shoot that Hell Pit Abomination, please. Just fill it full of arrows. Crossbow bolts.
Weapons at the ready.
Rangers, I thought I said for you to attack it. Please. I mean, it's making its way through to our lines, so we should be able to shoot it more cleanly. Okay. There's the second one. Oh, it's actually fleeing. And I think it failed to heal. Hey, we actually killed it. Well done. It spawned its unit of Skaven slaves. Spears. I think we were shooting it, but I couldn't see the bolts from it. Okay. I don't really want to cast this there. Because of that. If a breath spell or a wind spell hits a wall, even if it like clips it, it will just go boing and rebounce off it, which isn't completely useless. I have used that to my benefit in sieges. But come over here. Hot pot catapult. I'm surprised that tower's not attacking. Just destroy it. Bam! Hold them in place. Use the withering. Vortex. The what's it called? The big thingy. Where is it? Did you cast it? It's a Pit of Shades. What are you worried about? Oh, whatever. Everything's fleeing anyway, so it's fine.
My orders stand!
Charge! Oh, no, that's not their lord. Death runners, clan rats, Hellpoot abomination. Cast that on that. Okay,
Sigmar, guard our fire!
you attack that.
Go! Great man! Standing by!
Grand Cauldron cooks. Chop up that Hellpit abomination. It's ridiculous. Like my Center Bearers. Amethyst Wizard. Oh, you cast your life drain on it. Okay, fine.
We are Sigmar's heirs! Soldiers of the Empire!
Maybe it was just our spears which dealt so much damage to it. Hey, you destroyed the tower. Well done. And you've got 5 more shots left. I don't know. What do I want you to shoot at? Hellpit abomination. See if you can chuck some soup at that. Boom! Bam! Good shot. And dead eyes with that soup. Here come 2 more. Bam! And it's fleeing, it's broken.
Listen up! Battle away!
Attack those rat ogres.
Yes, General! State troops ready!
Get in there.
Go! War! Sigmar commands! Take the ground! Ready for war!
Oh, more pestilent breath. Okay. Tormentor sword. Now? Now.
Now! Sigmar calls!
Plague Center Bearers.
Moving!
No cost mystify miasma on them, please. Okay.
What do you bid? Sir! I'll burn them! Shameful display!
Okay. Oh, you finally got over here. Well done. Into battle you go.
We are ready!
Where's my Amber Wizard? There he is. We don't have enough magic. Well,
I condemn them.
poops. Didn't want to cast it on them. I wanted to cast it on the Death Runners.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
Okay. Get over here.
General!
Warfoot's band.
March!
Grand Cauldron cooks behind you.
For the Emperor!
Cooks! Chop up rat ogres.
Show us the foe! Sigmar calls!
Ogres. Charge those clan-rats with spears. Pestilent Breath! No! Wait, are you casting Pestilent Breath? Oh, you are. You're a plague sensor. You're a plague priest.
Wrath! On my command!
I thought actually you were a engineer.
By Ulrich's wrath! We are Sigmar's heirs!
Come on. Brave halflings, charge them. Shoot them with your bolts. Stabby, stabby. Ogres, look at the rats. Squish them. There's like so many to eat. They're like popcorn chicken.
I think Mars will. Ivorina, listen!
Okay, I want you to use your potion and speed and your vigor potion.
It's yours!
Good. Okay. Attack those rat ogres, please. They're being a bit of a pain.
Agreed!
Hold them in place.
Standing by! No lingering!
Ogres.
For the Warhammer!
Yes. Kazuk! Blah, splat. Victory! Well done, lads.
For Heldenhammer!
Okay, get in there. I don't know.
Quickly!
Just shoot them. And they'll all be gone before we get into position, though. So. There's no reason to. Well done. That was quite a good attack, actually. We lost a fair few halflings. However, and those warp rockets, jeez, they dealt so much damage to me. Did I lose my Pistoliers unit? I think we did. I think they all died. Such a shame. They've been with us since the beginning of the game. They might have fled. Hopefully they fled. Yes, end battle. That went pretty well. Would have gone a bit more smoothly if I'd waited to build some siege equipment, but... Let's see. 86 kills for our captain. Well done. 1 kill for our Pistoliers, and it does look like they died. Oh well. 105 for Warfoot's band. That's very nice. 40 and 79 for some of the chefs. Cooks. 102 for the hot pot catapult. And I wasn't even telling that to attack units. 0, 0, 12 for some of our rangers. 4 for the Lumpenkroops. Fighting cocks, but they were shooting at the Hillput Abominations when they came into range, so... 12, 16, 7, 24, 44, and 19 for our militia, and our wardens. 42 for the Witch Hunter. None for our general. And 74 for our Treekin. And I can't see what the other armies had. That went pretty well. We didn't lose too many. A third of one army. Unit. And a bit of another. And a quarter, maybe just under a quarter of our other army.
Be overcome!
Oh, we lost them. Pistoliers. Oh well. Let's see. 20, 42, 55. Those Master Cooks do a good job. 57 on those guys. We didn't get all these in. We had reinforcements. 0 on those Master Cooks. They got blasted apart by those rockets. 124 for the Dryads. That's pretty impressive, considering the Dryads, I don't think they're very good units. Or rather, they're fine. They just don't really get that many kills. Usually. 183 for those Ogres. They did a good job. Okay. And we'll loot and occupy, because we've got a mission to do so. Sword of Strife. Sword of Strife never has an owner for long, for those who wield it will always find it in their hand when their temper rises. Melee attack +4, weapon strength +5%. And we secure Hell Pit. And we'll retain control. Mission aborted! Reap what they sow. Raise or sack the following settlement. The Tower of Crack. Oh, why did I abort that mission? Oh, it's being raised. Okay. The Empire expands! We captured an occupied Hell Pit, and we got 500 gold for that. Hedge Wizard. Nice. Lich Bone Pennant. The sigil on this banner is old and hurts the eyes to gaze upon it, yet those who walk under it in the battle are protected by an arcane shield. Okay. What have we got here? We can get occupied Hell Pit. We can get the tobacco plantation. We don't need... well, we need the landed estate. And I need something to control public order and the Skaven corruption. Oh, we also get exotic animals. So that's nice. We get another trade resource. Get Hold Festdark. Actually, no. Get Sigmarite Doctrine. So, we have +2 Untainted from research. We'll have +1 from this, which is +3. So that means that Skaven Corruption will be at 25%, I believe, if we move our characters out of the region. I can move that down a bit more with the Night Watch, which gives +1. And we're going to also need to build a... what's it called? One of our buildings to maintain public order. The Grove, is it? Yep. Because that gives +10 at the highest rank. But that was a successful siege. And Samwise Warfoot gets level 20, and I will give him immortality. Just so that we keep him if he has an unfortunate accident at some point. We won't lose all the time we've put into leveling him.
What does the Emperor bid?
Eldebra, Troll Staker, you will get... I didn't actually use you in that battle, I don't think. Sure, get Survival Expert.
Huntsman General.
Ralph Essing. You can get Assassinate again. Do we have any more levels? No, you lost the unit. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, we took Hell Pit. We have 10,000 gold now. Oh, what to spend it on. You're suffering because of provincial instability and corruption, taxes and devastation. Kislev is free of the plague, and so are the Empire settlements, and it didn't spread anywhere. So yeah, you see, plague, not really as effective as I'd like it to be. Which I do. I don't have any settlements I need to level up. 8 turns for Castle Tempelhof. The walls, perhaps. Cattle Ranch. Public order's fine there. Public order's fine here. Let's increase the Cinnabar mine. And I suppose we'll upgrade the Cattle Ranch. Why not? Is there any more plantations I can increase somewhere? No. Get walls on Krugenheim. Upgrade the Grove there. Zoe Shank is getting a level. Fine, but it will probably get sieged. Oh, unassigned skill point. Who? Oh, Eckhart von Ries. You can get Specialist.
Onwards.
And move up. We see Lost Plateau, and we see Mount Arachnos. With Hulkenhuff Gundrickson. And oh, Karag Orud is actually controlled by Karak Zorn. I don't think I've ever seen them take that. This is owned usually by Clan Moors. But apparently Clan Moors has been defeated. And Karak Zorn has been expanding. Usually I see them just in Karak-Zorn after having lost the other 2 provinces, or never taking those other 2 provinces, rather. So it's nice to see them doing something. Okay, you have your Treeman now, and I will send a character... where? The Empire's going to take Sartosa. I would like Sartosa. Though I don't think I can get you down there in time. If I start marching you down there. We also have enough money that we could raise another army, so... Yeah, just start marching down there. If we can take it from Tylia before the Empire do, though, it'll take like 8 turns to get down there. You are fine, you are fine, you are fine. Okay, well, successful turn. Let's end the turn, and I might call it there for the night. Yes, I should. That battle went on for a while. So we'll just see what the next turn brings, and then I'll call it. Actually, quite late, or even early. Oh. I'm glad we're able to deal with Hellpit. Again. I'm actually surprised at how well we did that. Our militia really aren't that much. Really aren't that bad. And I might have said, but it's actually been a lot easier to take over northern Kislev than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be fighting from province to province, or region to region, against Clan Mulder, but... I suppose the Empire did, again, the heavy lifting for us there. So, they retreated pretty readily. It looks like the Empire took back Grungzint, is it? The province south of the capital of Bretonnia. Don't know whether the Barrow Legion's going to use its alliance with the Cabal to expand. Doesn't look like the Cabal raised any more settlements. Then I was only going to go for an hour and a half, and I went for 2 hours. I do like this game a lot. Just absorbs time. Oh, you want peace now? Man, things die killed too easily. Boring now. Yeah. Spineless. Nah. You think know you better than me? We will see. Oh, yeah, okay, you're raising Fort Straggle. Sure, whatever. Oh, and you didn't take it. Okay, fine. You could have. I mean, you'd have had an extra settlement, but yeah, whatever.
The dwarves have come. I hope they have brought a few barrels of Bugmans with them.
Oh, we see, what the heck is that name? Kadri Arkandraz Carlson. Arkandraz Carlson. That's not the usual lord for Krakatrak. The usual lord is oh, what's his name? Thorgrim Crimson Beard or something like that. Sure. Military alliance. Did he die? He can't die. He's a legendary lord. Did a mod change the lord for the faction? It wouldn't be because he's wounded, because I believe the lord which is represented in diplomacy is always the leader of the faction, regardless of their injured status. Okay. Raiding in Zoishank. Oh, you've gone over there. There you are. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, it is. That's actually another there. Another of the Crackadrak unique units. They have a unique lord, the Ward Lord. Patrol and maintenance of the furthest wards is a dangerous task. The powerful cast of the Ward Lord's Runesmiths is up to the challenge. It's runic magic, armored and charged defense against large foes. It's like a mixture of a rune lord and a normal dwarf lord. Silver Hall. Yeah, they have the capability apparently to recruit some of the unique units. Yeah, unlocks recruitments of Drakeguard and True Sons of Ulrich. Recruitment of Huskarls. Oh, requires building warded armory. Okay. So, they've got a very generic dwarven army there. And, yep, okay. But I will call it there for tonight. We've had a lot of building up and we took over quite a bit of Kislev. Most of it is unpleasant for us, so we're not going to be getting all the gold from it. But our bonuses should mean that we get at least as much as we would normally get if it was habitable. I think it's only like minus 25%, or is it 15% income? Anyway, and we got rid of Skaven and Hellpit, so that is pretty good progress, I think. Nothing else really going on. I mean, no, there is. The Empire is being attacked by the Cabal, and they're losing provinces here and there. So, but yes, we will probably see how things turn out next time. I'd like to thank you very much for joining me for this part of the Halfling campaign for Warhammer 2 Total War. I hope you'll join me again next time. I will stop the recording here.